The Cleveland Cavaliers are getting too good for shows, networks to avoid them. I mean, that's how good they've gotten, because I can guarantee you, Mothership and Fox and anybody else is going, oh, they won again. They won again. They're 55-10. That's tied for the fifth best record through 65 games in NBA history. You have to cover them. Now, not exciting. I watch them. They're a really good team. They're a balanced team. I mean, that's not the kind of thing where you go, hey, tonight, the Cavaliers. All right. Hey, tune in for teamwork tonight. Watch the Cavaliers play both ends of the floor tonight on TNT. Yes, Seton.
Which is funny because it's kind of what critics of the NBA are always looking for. Where's the fundamentals? Where's the teamwork? All this individual ISO play, that's not the game I grew up watching.
So the Cavaliers, 55-10. The Warriors in 2015 went 59-6. The 1995 Bulls, love them, went 58-7. The Bulls in 96 went 56-9. The 76ers in 82 went 56-9. Those are the only teams who have had a better record through 65 games. And please don't do this. Please, if you're an analyst at a network or a radio show, don't say the following. Yeah, but what are they going to do in the postseason? This is about the regular season. If that's the case, do we go, yeah, Shai Gilgeous MVP, but what's he going to do in the postseason? This is about the regular season. It's like the Seattle Mariners won 116 games. I didn't think they were built for the playoffs, but you still have to acknowledge that they won 116 games. And they proved not to have a pitching staff that was built for the postseason. But Cleveland has done a wonderful thing here. They play really good basketball. It's not maybe your type of basketball, exciting basketball, flinging threes all over the place. But Seton makes a great point. This is about playing winning basketball. That's not exciting. That's not going to get you clicks. That's not going to get you the featured game on TNT or the mothership. But the Cavaliers beat the Nets. They've won 15 in a row. First NBA team to have multiple winning streaks of 15 or more games in a season since the 06 Phoenix Suns. They're that good that you have to cover them, which is kind of interesting. But I enjoy watching them. If you're going to talk about Shai Gilgeous, you got to give him the MVP because he's playing on the team with the best record in the West. Then you have to have consideration for Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the team with the best record in the NBA. He's not going to win. He's probably going to get a ton of third-place votes. It'll be SGA, then it'll be Joker, and then it'll be Donovan Mitchell. Just be fair. Cover the sports. Just be fair occasionally and acknowledge some of these sports that they're not going to, make the headlines here. They're not a ratings draw, but our job is still to cover sports. We may go, once again, I was there for a couple of the Spurs NBA championships. And I can tell you there was an audible groan when, got to go to San Antonio again. You still saw one of the greatest teams in NBA history. I mean, with David and Tim, Manu, Tony, Sean Elliott, one of the greatest coaches in history, but it wasn't exciting. We'd rather see a team that is more exciting, not as good, and maybe they don't win a championship, but boy, they were fun to watch. Yes, Marvin.
The crazy thing is the best offensive basketball I've ever seen played in my entire life, all 40 years of Marvin Prince's life, 2014 Spurs. When they mollywopped the Heat in 5 games, that is what basketball is supposed to be. And people are like, it's so boring. That's what you guys wanted. Just like Seton said earlier, you guys want all this teamwork, and then when people have teamwork, they're not exciting. They don't draw ratings.
These guys don't shoot 63s, That's it. But, we've kind of gotten accustomed to that's exciting basketball or that's basketball, and that's not necessarily the case. Cleveland is a really good team. Really good team. And they'll have home court advantage. And let's see what they do when they, collide with the Boston Celtics. I mean, that's probably what it's going to come down to. Yes, Seton.
I'm on NBA.com right now looking at the MVP ladder.
Yeah.
And Donovan Mitchell right now, do you want to guess where he is in the top 10?
Oh, You extended it to top 10.
Yeah, well, I had to.
I'm going to say
Well, I had to.
I'm going to say he's 8th.
You're close. He's 7th.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, he was 10th.
Yeah.
Now he's moved up to 7th. He is behind, let's see, starting at 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Jason Tatum, LeBron James is at 5, Jalen Brunson, and then Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
It's Steph just behind him, Cade Cunningham, and Anthony Edwards.
Okay, but Jalen Brunson's ahead of Donovan Mitchell?
Correct.
Like, I got to give that. What is value? Is value being notable, getting clicks, being popular, highlights? Like, what is value now to the way it used to be? Your team is winning at a historical pace. If Donovan Mitchell was averaging 29 instead of whatever he's averaging 20, 24, then all of a sudden he's third. Because it'd be easy to go, well, yeah, he's averaging almost 30. Well, he's averaging 24. And it feels like there's a big difference between 24 and 29. That SGA, and he's averaging 30. Well, if he's averaging 24, is SGA going to be the MVP? I don't think so. It's tricky. Yeah, Pauline.
And you could maybe, if you want to go deep cut on this with Mitchell, make the case by him shooting less. 3 years ago, he took 21 shots a game. He's down to 18. He's opening up for his teammates. He's not being selfish. He's not a stat hog. And I'm not calling anyone else that. But remember Steph Curry when Kevin Durant showed up and he went from 30 points a game to 24 and a half and they won?
Yeah.
So you didn't see Steph complaining about his stats that year.
Yeah, there's value in certain things that you do. D. Wade letting LeBron think the Heat was his team. There's value in that. LeBron is showing value with what he's doing with Luka right now. I mean, there's a lot of ways to equate value. And this isn't to diminish what SGA has done. He's going to be the MVP. He's been wonderfully consistent this year. But I think you got to acknowledge certain people on certain teams at certain times. And this is one of those moments. They're 55-10. And he's averaging 24. And I probably guarantee you that there's a lot of people who haven't watched an entire Cleveland Cavalier game. And they're going to be voting on these things. It's like the Heisman. But, there's a lot of people who vote on the Heisman. We tend to vote on highlights. Well, if you're voting on highlights, Donovan Mitchell's probably not going to get a lot of love there. SGA does, but he's just so good. He is unstoppable. He truly is. He can get to the hoop on anybody. Yes, Marvin.
If this was Utah Donovan Mitchell, he's got some highlights.
Yeah, that's fair. But the Cavaliers are that good. 15 consecutive wins.